Straight before we start, I want to say something that I really think was worth mentioning. So I was talking to my son, and I was just telling him how he had to stop and think. If you see something that's not working, let's just say you're struggling, for instance. So in his case, he put on his Buzz Lightyear's outfit. He's putting the outfit on. He's groaning and making all these noise, just struggling. So I go in there. Well, first I let him do it for a while just to see if he figure it out. After a while, I go in his room and I say, "Hey, you need to stop. You need to think. You know what I'm saying? Use your brain to think." Any other time that you put this outfit on, there's no struggle. You just put it on and there's no issue. So I just say you need to stop and look. If you see something is wrong, just stop, figure out what's wrong, and fix it. And he did. And now he's no longer asking me, "Hey, put this outfit on." He do it for himself now. But the thing that I took away from that, like, as soon as I told him that, like, just something came to my mind. Just what I said. If there's something wrong, if I'm struggling, just stop, think, see what's wrong, and fix it. And there's just an approach that we're gonna go with in these markets because there's no reason why I shouldn't be profitable. There's no reason why uh, I'm executing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm executing and getting the results because this is something that I chose to do. You know what I'm saying? I come to the markets. You know what I'm saying? I study. I came a long way from from where I began. So you have to acknowledge that within yourself that you were much further than where you began. And if you're struggling now, you know what I'm saying, with some setups, with back testing or just anything, just stop things, see what's wrong, and fix the issue. Simple as that. Um, but I done something just a little different. I did a completely new top-down analysis on both gold and SPX. You see, I have this level here. This is the daily support here. It's just telling me the overall price is still bullish because this was our last low point before we broke above to this move here, this impulsive move up. And you see, this is the last high that got broken and has not come back to get retested until now. So overall, price is still bullish. Of course, we have this resistance up here, and the current structure is like bearish. You see it making a series of lower lows, lower lows, lower highs. But since we made it to this point, there is a chance that gold can, go to the upside because overall price is still bullish until we break this level. Is what I think. And like I had said, in previous videos, like I'm open to being incorrect because being incorrect, what I'm saying, allows me to study while I was incorrect, learn, grow, and start to better myself that way. But of course, if we see price continue to reject these lower highs, we can see gold, breaking under this daily breaking structure level and just see how it reacts there. If it makes its way all the way back down to this low here or any higher, like I said, this is still the low until price break under. We're still bullish for gold. But it's really thinking too far. You really want to not think too far. Think about, what current price is. Like I said, as we see we're making this lower low, lower high. Let's just draw it out real quick so we can just see. Let's put this up here. Put this out the way. You have here, this is your low, this is your high, this is your high, your low, high. This here, it is lower, so I'm actually going to use that one. This is your low, this is your high, this is your low, this is your high, this is your low. And you see, what I'm saying, that's why I had this green line here. It just letting us know this is the last, lower high price. But you do see this uh, lower high here got broken right here, and price did make a, well, I wouldn't say it made a higher low yet, because we have yet to, break above this high. If we break above this high, then I can say, okay, this is a higher low. Of course, just looking at it, we see that this high is higher than this one, but based off structure, it's only classified as a. Uh, I think I'm saying it wrong. We classify this as a higher low when it breaks structure to the upside and make a higher high. Uh, so right now, like I said, we did get to break above this point here. Price came back and starting to push up, but right now just moving sideways. And I have alerts set. I have alerts here, here. I have alert here. Uh, don't have an alert here. I really don't think I need. I really think I'm gonna delete this right here. Data breaking structure. So I really marked these up just to let us know that this was the last low point. Then we did get the break under it. Then after we had something like that, I usually look for that retest for a continuation lower. And which it, easily can be because sometimes it doesn't go directly to your break structure point. It can go much further to it. As long as it doesn't break the structure here, we can see it continue to go lower. So I'm actually gonna leave it for now. Let's leave it for now. Let's move it out. And yeah, I'm actually gonna move this out as well. Let's move this to Wednesday. Let's move this to Wednesday. Actually, I don't think I need this anymore because it broke under that point. Same for this one. Okay, so I just got alerts here. Yeah, I might put one at the low. I don't have one right here, so let's add an alert here at this low point. This is let's turn that to 1 hour support. Add alert. We're gonna turn this to 1 hour low. Yeah, let me actually edit this real quick. So, so whenever we get, back down to this point, we can get alerted, see if price breaks under it, you know what I'm saying? Or price just push up from it. Same thing here. We're gonna put it at the high and we get notified when price gets to this point per bar. Percent. So we got alerts. So this what I like to do, box in price. So we got price boxed in. Let's delete that. We don't need that. Got price boxed in. We get alerted and whatever it does. And same thing for SPX. So you see today gold really didn't trade as much. New York session open was uh, here. It's 8 o'clock candle. And we see prices move sideways this session. One thing that we do have is really no news for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We do have unemployment claims coming up this Thursday, but it's like, towards the end of the week. So it could be a week where, it's not much volume, but I understand. Even on weeks like this where there's no news, like price can still, move. Looking at the weekly, we currently have, like I said, this uptrend, price been moving sideways. We did get a close under these points here with the previous week. And you do see price did push up to basically like these lows, and it's really like kind of rejecting currently. But it's a week count. We still have 4 days remaining to see what price does. keep our eyes on it. Like I said, we got those alerts, so it'll inform us. So one thing that I did not do today was take a trade because I was primarily looking at gold. But we do see SPX did in fact have a setup that we didn't take, that we potentially could have took. And I ended up doing a full down, top down analysis on this one as well. I guys, as you see, data break structure, wait for a retest. As you see, this was the last daily lower high. Pardon me, yeah, that is right, lower high. And you see we had this strong push over this field impulse correction continuation. We currently at the negative 6.18. And we've yet to come back and retest this area. We did retest it here on this candle here. You see we broke above at the wick comeback and price continued up from there. But that's more so like a minor pullback. We're looking for more so like a major pullback uh, for price to do. And same thing, just like what I said for gold, I just boxed in price. I just added these alerts. So I got this trend line as you see. You have this green trend line because this is a 4 hour trend line that I seen. You see price point 1.2. Came back to this point the third time. And this is actually the trade that I said I could have took, but I didn't. Came to this trend line here, bullish engulfing. And next was just, up from there. And it made its way to negative 6.18. So actually what I do now is actually what I have now is a trend line here. Like I said, I have an alert set to it. So if price get down here, we get alerted. We got a alert here on this 4 hour break construction. As you see, prices just on the uptrend, impulse correction, continuation, correction, continuation, correction, continuation, correction, continuation, correction, continuation, correction, and that is a continuation of break construction. So we got an alert here as well. Just to see what price does, if it wants to continue higher or if price does start to find some type of selling momentum based off these two fibs and just where price is and structure. I also have an alert here at this low. This is the last low that made this high point here. So you got to get alerted if price breaks below that. Could signify a break of structure and preparing to sell down to potentially this daily break of structure level. But something like that is like, what I'm saying, way far out, what I'm saying? You just want to take it step by step. And that's the reason why I have these alerts here down here. I really don't have anything above it because price could easily, continue to push up, but I have alerts down here. So when price does start to push its way down, we're alerted. And that's pretty much it. And I think just having these right here will help me go on to execute some trades, you know what I'm saying, when they present themselves. But other than all that, let's get into some back testing. So I want to see if I want to back test gold or SPX. I might end up doing SPX because I usually back test gold. I usually back test gold, but I like gold. So you know what? We're gonna continue to back test on gold. So let's go 1 hour. And let's end this week off. This since Friday, so we're currently Tuesday. It's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Drop down to the 1 hour. And we see that's the final candle. Okay, so let's look at the week now. So let's see. This like what current price is now. Yeah, that's cool. So this is something I didn't delete last time I was doing this, but it's already here for us. So Overall, we see gold is in the uptrend. Impulse, correction, continuation, correction, continuation. So after a continuation, you look for a potential correction. You see price did start to put it down and it's been ranging for the previous few weeks. So what I'm going to do is box in prices. I always do. Uh, Actually, I think I'm gonna do that on a daily. Let me see. Yeah, I'll do this on the daily. But overall, we see on the weekly, we had this resistance, resistance, resistance. Probably broke above, came back, been pretty much, you know what I'm saying, trading at this level until we got that push up. And you see, we've had yet to come back and retest uh, that low. But one thing I do see, and I do count this here as a retest. So let's just say, so like looking at this, I usually have my points here at the closing point, but I also give like the high point of it a reasonable like area to come back and get retested as well. Because you do see like this is the closing price here, but if you had the top of this wick, you see right here price does touch that price and it goes up for the continuation. So uh, could count that as a retest and continuation. A break, retest, test the high, just the high right there and push up. And that may be like a daily high. It's like okay. But either way, it still came back and retest that point. But it's more like a minor retest. We're looking for like a major retest if price does come back to this point. But let's see post correction, continuation, correction, continuation, correction, continuation. So we do have to mark these up as our low. Like I said, I'm gonna do it as on the daily. But overall, we got to bullish on the weekly. Just the low. Stretch that out here. Daily, just let us know that's the support here. Um, uh, Still stuff. So price is still bullish as you see. It's been using this low as support, but have been making higher highs along the way. So what I'm gonna do is box this in. I know I got it going to September. What are we at? Yeah, I think that's cool. So this is the high and this is the low. See, post correction, continuation, correction, and then continuation. So you just boxing in price again, lower until price. Like this big thing. So let's see where we are on a Fibonacci. If we use this up here to this high, let's see. Price does not make it to negative 27 just yet, but we do see further structure correction with continuation. So this may be something like this. Yeah, something like this. Further structure. Pull back and it's looking to continue up. So we got another vertical structure here. And we have another pullback for the continuation. So let's see where I'm gonna place this figure. Let's see that one and let's see this one. So they both line up at a level. So they're on 50 and this is 23.6. So I'm actually gonna leave this field here and use that. Like I said, we see we are pretending like this how we got to look up. So after you have an impulse break, you look for your correction. You see price did have this here. Impulse correction. Well, actually it'll be like this. So to that, to that. This new price pushed up. So this one here is for this is not a lower high because it go lower than this low. But this is a low to be watching. And you see price did break above, retest, pushed up, and it's back at this point now. So this may be a point of interest for the continuation. We drop down to our 4 hour. You can see like a clear picture of it. Correction. Continuation. See like structure came back, retest, push up. Okay, so push up. See, but this structure, but both of these structure with this move here. So this is the low that we want to have marked up. You see price came to that low and it's holding support at that point. So let's see what their fee is. So negative 27. Okay, so we did break and we are at this point where price, came back and resisted. So now we want to mark this high of this real. We're gonna do this out to Wednesday. This here is the breaker structure. Yeah, for breaker structure. Look for retest. I can make retest. Continue. So this here is out for our breaker structure level. Stretch it down to that. For our breaker structure, because this is you see price pushed up. We got the break on this. The price is currently pushing its way up to it. All right, what do we have here? See, point to that point. 10 to 7. Point. So overall, price is bullish, making a series of higher highs, higher lows. Well, actually, it's making higher highs. They're just using this low here as support. You see, we currently made it back to this low and pushing up, but I'm actually watching to see how price reacts here because price could easily, you know what I'm saying, break under this level and make its way back down to this red here again, like it's always been doing. I won't say always been doing, but what price has been doing. So there's a chance that, you know, they can happen. But we are at this point just seeing how price reacts. They have a field here and it did reach negative 27. If we place that field again, you can see if it breaks under negative 61.8 is here. And it's at this next low here, next low point here. So we just have to see how price reacts. Post correction. So overall it's bearish until we get a break of this high. So place this field here for the sale. And let's see how price goes from there. All right, so we see price. You got this strong push up here. I'll look to it up. Let's see where it's at. So made its way up to this low here. Yeah, that's real cool. Yeah, so let's see this right here. Let's see this rejecting. Yeah, let's see it back on this up here. All right, so we have price still in this overall uptrend, and you see it recently made its way down to this high here that recently got broken, pushed up. We'll see what price does if we, you know, get like a break above. So this would be something like this. This low to the high, 23.6. So we see prices pushing its way down. So you can see this see like I said, we have to break structure here. Let's come back to retest. And we see bro this low here. So what we're looking for is a potential retest for an entry. So you see it pushes way up here, and it pushes way back down. So what I'm gonna do just enter a sale because I said I was waiting for a break. And the retest would be a break. In the retest, 50, 27, nigga 61.8. So me personally, I'm thinking this trade can go down to these lows here, but I do want to be mindful and take it step by step. So if I was to enter into a sale, it'll be here, take profit, we go to this 27 here, we go here, B2. So me personally, I don't want to, like I always say, get blinded by the potential profits that I can make because this trade is still at risk. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I do think just based off, my due diligence and based off my due diligence and seeing these things play out and actually saying, okay, if this happens, I'm going to take this trade or this is what I'm looking for. And now that I'm seeing it, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to take this trade. You see, we got this break the low. Price came out retest. We got this fill up here. And this is really like fill to this. So I might end up targeting at 61.8. So I'm actually going to do it. We got stop loss here. If we go up here, we have one. Let's have it at 2. See 2.5. Yeah, let's go 2.5. So let's go see. Let's go stop losses here. Take profit here. So let's actually add 10. See. Let's see. Let's do it. Oh, let's leave it at that. I think that'll be good. Let's leave it right here. Stop loss. Exactly that I miss for me to take a loss in this position. Overall trade was bullish. Uh, Final support was low. Price pushed down negative 27 at this point here. Line up with this low, this support. Then break under it. Gotta break above. Post a push up. Field correction. just looking at this, it's easy. I would say it's much easier to, what I'm saying, see this stuff happen after the fact and just uh, know where I went wrong and things like that. But it's just more so like real time, like seeing these things. So this is what I'm asking for. You know what I'm saying? Just like God says, ask for ask for help and prayer and patience. I'm asking for help for in this right here, just understanding. Because like I said, after the trade is easy to see, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, okay, this is what happened. But during the trade is like just having that same type of sight um in the present while it's happening is what I asked for. And I thank you in advance because I know whatever I ask for, so I receive these things. Some things, happen instantly. Some things take, a little bit longer than others. And that's the part of patience. Uh, I guess, like I said, at this time, you see price made it to this -27, which made reversal. Once you made it to the point we had a strong bullish push up, breaking above this structure point here. So we signify that as a breakup structure. And now we're just waiting for the pullback. You see price starts to pull back, gets to this point, wake up, and start to push up. And that's that. So you see, we got the break above here. And 27, we got a 4-hour structure up here. And then we got this 6-1 point over here. So actually don't make this in a mark. Okay, so I'm actually gonna see how this play out because we did get the break of structure point. And after you have a break of structure, you look for a correction. Sometimes you have corrections like one move like this. Sometimes you have that actually make a structure. So we'll just see, but we do have this point here, the resistance is high. And we got it as a 4-hour, but we see where it be on the 1 hour. So let's continue. So I'm clicking through this, but I definitely should be updating update as I go. So this point here is I would say this point here is out. This point here is your break instruction. This point here. So so price was bullish. Got another break of structure here. And after you have a break of structure, you look for maybe test for our break of structure. Intentional look like it's starting to reject. I'm trying it down to this regular structure level. Not right now, Jafar. Not right now. So I'm about to go to end this recording. It really gets because I'm missing something. I'm missing something. I'm missing something. Just in due time, I'm gonna receive it, but it gets you know because this could have been like a live execution, and I'm happy that I'm feeling this way towards like a demo trade. You know what I'm saying? Because this could have been potentially like $400 that I lost for a week just because of what I'm saying something. I'm just not viewing it correct. So I got to do some type of um, I got to do some type of work off this off the off the camera, off the screen to really just get me to this point that I'm headed, which I know I'm gonna make it there. Just the journey can be can be like this at times. It's just how it is right now. So fortunately, so we took two losses for the week. What I think I'm gonna do is, because I have some videos on this page that I didn't. Well, I have posted, but they're private. And I got this one video, and I took like maybe 9 or 11 trades in a row. Just I'll take profit. So I'm not sure like what's the difference between then and now. Um, but yeah, I guess it's just a thing to take from this video. I'm asking for help and prayer and patience. I'm seeking help and prayer and patience. Prayer, what you would like to receive, and the patience, the ability to wait to receive it. And a lot of times, after I make these videos and upload on YouTube and watch it, so I do learn something. So I got this notebook here. But yeah, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. There it is right there. So breaking structure. I know I'm saying this part here, but just look at this to your left. This your high, and it lines up with your -27. So there's a high probability chance the price is gonna stop there, which it did. And then, prices are bullish, so we just broke structure to the upside, hitting the stop loss and just continue higher. So uh, just that small detail right there is would have been a difference maker in the trade.